It will be hard, we know that the road will be muddy and rough, but we will get the Eagles. Heavens know how we will get there. I know you are not happy. I'm not happy. We are all not happy. We least anticipated this result tonight from our very own Super Eagles against the Atlas Lion of Morocco. But indeed, it has happened, and still, we have to support our very own Super Eagles. As a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria football, I'm going to give out my full reaction of tonight's game between our very own Super Eagles and Morocco. And before I do that, let's show love to our very own Super Eagles. In as much as they've lost tonight against Morocco, missing out on the grand finale stage of the 2025 AFCON tournament, we should show love to them by liking this video. You should give this video at least 2,000 plus likes, and after that, share to other social media platforms so that others will also get access to the video. The question tonight, of which you have to share your candid and honest opinion in the comment box, is that how will you rate the performance of the center referee tonight between Nigeria and Morocco? On a scale of 0 to 10, how are you going to rate the referee? Share yours in the comment box. In the course of my video presentation and match reaction, I will give out my rating for the referee. Now let's get into the video, Baba, and let's look at the external factors ahead of the game between Nigeria and Morocco. Everything was in favor of Morocco. Just look at how our journey has been so far in this AFCON tournament. We started in first. That is the northern part of Morocco. We moved to the southern part of Morocco for our quarter-final game against Algeria. Just after that victory, we left to the northern part of Morocco first before moving to the northwest part of Morocco with a bus. That wasn't easy for the Super Eagles team. So in the first place, I would say fatigue sets in tonight. And it was very conspicuous to all of us that looking at the performance of the Super Eagles against Morocco, it's not what you've seen in our previous matches against Tanzania, against Tunisia, against Uganda, against Mozambique, and against Algeria. And of course, we lost out. The best team tonight for me was Morocco, though we had some opportunities or advantages in order to win the game. Going into the game, they were having their home strength, and even the center referee of the game. Anytime Nigeria faces Ghana in football, we get to know we have that banter. We are all brothers. A lot of Ghanaians, at least 30% of Ghanaians today supported Nigerians. I know we have about 70% of our population not supporting Nigerians. Others are on the view that looking at how the journey has been with the Black Stars in the history of AFCON tournament. We have 4 trophies, and we can't wait for Nigeria to get a 4th trophy in the history of the AFCON tournament in being parity with Ghana. It's never going to happen. And others are also saying with the 30%, we are all brothers. So why can't we support Nigerians? At least we have that banter. We can compare our Ghana jollof. We can compare our Nigerian jollof. So if they are at this competition or at this level of football, we didn't qualify for this AFCON tournament. And the major thing or the paramount idea from us is to give our major boost and support to the Super Eagles against Morocco. So these were the questions coming in around the Ghanaian football populace. And of course, some of us, we are still supporting Nigeria. No matter what, we know what they can do and we know how best they can deliver in subsequent matches. Now going into the game, the only thing we have demand is our attacking flair. That is the only advantage of the Super Eagles. We've scored about 14 goals in this AFCON tournament. We scored 2 against Tanzania. We scored 3 against Tunisia. We scored 3 against Uganda. We scored 4 against Mozambique. And we scored 2 against Algeria. So going into tonight's game, what we could have relied on is only the attacking flair. And of course, tonight, it didn't work for us. We've scored at least 2 goals in our 4 or 5 previous matches. And going into the 6th game against Morocco, who is having the least goals scored or goals conceded rather, that would have been a perfect opportunity for us to showcase ourselves. It was a ding-dong affair going into the game. And the statistics, as proven, show that at least would have done something better. But It didn't happen to our major satisfaction. I wasn't much impressed with the tactical strategy set up by Eric Sekuchel. Initially, with the tactical formation, I had everything right, the first 11, but I was of the view that we should play in the 4-3-1-2 tactical formation so that we can start slow, say in counter-attacks, because our central idea of the team is coming from the attacking department. Victor Osimhen, I categorically stated that anytime he scores for Nigeria or assists, there is no way you will lose that game. And today, Osimhen didn't score, Osimhen didn't assist. Osimhen, we didn't see the best out of Victor Osimhen because he didn't get all those penetrative passes from Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi is a player that would have relied in the midfield, but at the time, he was coming back, drawing back to support the team in order to defend. I know that a lot of you guys miss the absence of our very own Wilfred Ndidi. Onyedika didn't prove to us that he fits the bill as the like-to-like replacement for Wilfred Ndidi. And I know Ndidi will be crying that, oh, I wish I would have been in the game to support our very own Super Eagles. The boys have really done well in as much as they've lost. Of course, it's very painful. It's very, very painful playing against the host country. I've given out all the external factors and looking at how the referee came in. As I stated, we are of the view that, oh, a Ghanaian referee, it will be 50-50. At least he might support Nigeria or support Moroccans. And of course, I didn't like certain calls of the referee against Nigeria tonight. And the players were like, is it true what we are doing on the field? It got to a time they even went to the referee and had that discussion with him that they can't easily fathom or decipher how his decisions have been so far against Nigeria. And to me, as a professional referee, and not to talk against many things or many calls of face against Nigeria, I will give him 5 out of 10. He didn't prove to my maximum satisfaction as to what he has to do to become a perfect referee in the match. And Daniel Laye, I will state it categorically and emphatically that no matter what and how the home benefits will be, it's a competitive game. It's a major tournament, and there is no way you could have called for certain decisions against the Super Eagles. Though I'm a Nigerian fan, but at least if you are not in our support, you should prove to us that you are a neutral person on the field of play. Calling us on certain decisions or calling against us went the best out of what we saw against the Moroccans. And that is it from what we saw. Fatigue setting for the boys. We played 90 minutes, adding extra 30 minutes. Looking at our roots in the journey of this AFCON tournament wasn't the best. Morocco, they've played all their matches in Rabat. And this time around, in the penalty shootouts, I wasn't much impressed from Morocco-Chukwueze. You came in 10 minutes to end the proceeding. So at least you had that zeal from what that of Paul Onuachu did. So you should have come in with the energy. I don't know whether he was nonchalant up front, whether he was tense. I don't know. I can't really tell for what he decided to shoot that penalty. At least sending some power. Onuachu has scored. You have to score. They've missed out. So you needed to score in order to neutralize the system and make pressure come on them. They would have scored more penalty. Bruno Onyemechi, there is not a time to blame any other player. But at least you should have done better against Morocco in the penalty shootout. The pre-game narrative all was in favor of the Moroccans. I've already explained everything to you. And going into the game, due to certain calls against Nigeria from the referee, everything was there for them. In as much as the referee supported them, they also played very well. You used to know of we moving, taking control of the ball in this AFCON tournament, but it didn't happen that way. Ademola Lookman got 1 or 2 chances in order to put in or put at the back of their nets. It didn't also work in that perfect manner. So on that being said, this is what I will say about my match reaction about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Kudos to the technical team. Kudos to the players. This is not where we are ending. The road is never ending for the Super Eagles. We have other matches coming in. It's not easy at this stage of the AFCON tournament, missing out on the grand finale stage from the semi-final. Our next game is against the Pharaohs of Egypt, and subsequently, I will be back with the extensive details of Nigeria versus Egypt. That is my match reaction. And lest I forget, Nigerian billionaire or business mogul has come out to support the Super Eagles team. Initially, I stated that Mr. Abdul Samad promised them some amount of money that when they're able to win in the semi-final against Morocco, he will be giving them $500,000, and each goal scored against Morocco will be amounting to $50,000. In the finals will be $1 million if they win the trophy, and each goal scored in the final will be $100,000. We didn't score any goal in the semi-final. We lost to Morocco, and according to business mogul or Nigerian businessman Abdul Samad Rabiu, he is a CEO and founder of Bua Groups. He has promised them $500,000. Wow, coming in from the Nigerian businessman. Let me go through his words on his official Twitter page about what he has to say in tonight's game against Morocco. To our brave Super Eagles, you fought with your hearts, gave your all, and showed true courage and determination on the pitch. Though it wasn't meant to be this time, you have made every Nigerian proud. Of course, they've made us proud. We have to show love to them. Sometimes, even our best efforts don't bring the outcome we hope for. Of course, they fought hard. They tried as much as they can. They showed that focus. They showed that resilience. They showed that hard work. But it didn't work for the Super Eagles. And he proceeded with these words. Sometimes, even our best efforts don't bring what's or the outcome you hope for. But the spirit, passion, and unity you displayed are what truly matter. You left everything on the field, and that is worthy of celebration. As a token of appreciation for your remarkable journey and effort, I am still going ahead to fulfill the pledge of 500,000 US dollars. This is in recognition of your hard work, dedication, and the joy you have brought to our nation. Keep your heads high, Super Eagles. The experience, lessons, and spirits will fuel even greater success next time. Nigeria will always be proud of you, and we believe in your future victories. These are the exact words of the CEO, business mogul of Bua Groups. He has stated it emphatically, and he has said everything that I've already said on this platform. We should keep supporting them, though we are not much interested in the bronze medal, but at least they fought hard, they scored, we all enjoyed together when they were winning. Eric Sekuchel stated something yesterday, that we are as a family, we suffer together and we win together. They've done well. Let's see how subsequently we can work on our performance and go in for the ultimates. From November to January has not been the best for the Super Eagles on penalty shootouts. Just look at wherever we need them most, especially in the World Cup qualifiers playoffs, same as in the semi-final of the AFCON. All of them didn't go as promised. The best reaction I can give out, and the best you can also do, is to share your candid opinion as rating the referee of the game tonight. Let's meet in the next one. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer. Subsequently, I will be back with all the exclusives surrounding our Super Eagles. And it's bye-bye, Omo. We'll meet again. Bye-bye.